straight. Hold on. We're having absolute high tone issues. Okay.
All right. Okay. Is that good? Is it kind of straight?
Okay.
No.
All right, just. That's good. Make them all sick, Mary Beth.
Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. Hi guys. Welcome to the circus.
Chaos that is Toad Hollow.
That is Toad Hollow. My goodness. This has been such an afternoon.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thank you to everybody who is joining for the Allentown Fiber Festival. We're very sorry that we couldn't get Facebook to work. I don't know. I'm sure it was our issue.
I'm pretty sure it's user error.
But we just figured the easiest thing was to do YouTube because we're familiar with that. So
We're pros. We are YouTube. All right, so
those who don't know us, we are sisters.
we are Toad Hollow. I am Mary Beth.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I am Mary Beth.
I'm Helen.
And we are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow, where we dye yarn and make bags. These are some of our samples that we're going to be showing you. We have two dogs, Spike and Drusilla. Hopefully they are going to behave themselves and be very quiet. We have treats for them. Oh, dear, that's for you. Hold on. That's for you, okay? All right, so we're going to hope that's going to keep them nice and quiet.
Tabitha is, for those of you who are familiar with our videos, Tabitha is one of our cats. She is wandering around.
Chances are good you may see her. So thank you guys so much for coming and joining us. We are so sorry that we couldn't be doing the actual Allentown Fiber Festival, but with everything that's going on. We do want to thank Kelly so much from Shirsty Cat for arranging this and putting it together. And yeah, so shall we get started? What, are you going higher?
Well, it was kind of going.
Okay. I'm the older one, so she has to be the taller one. All right, so let's start with these.
Well, no, let's just introduce. We're two sisters.
Okay.
People don't know us.
Okay, go ahead.
We dye yarn and we make project bags. And you can find everything at toadhollowNJ.com. And all our stuff is up there now. And we also have an Etsy shop if you're more familiar with Etsy. That is Toad Hollow NJ on Etsy.
Yes.
You need to raise your seat.
Well, but I'm the same height as you. It's good.
Okay.
Just go.
Okay.
All right. We base a lot of our yarn on books. We're big readers, so we do a lot of our yarn inspiration from books and things like that. And we have a whole bunch of different yarns to show you and projects to show you. I am like going cockeyed here. So let's start with what we're doing this year. This year we are doing our yarns based on fairy tales. So each month we are picking a different fairy tale and releasing a yarn to go with it. And in January, okay, so the fairy tales are over there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So in January we decided to do Red Riding Hood. All right, so I'm going to put on my glasses so that I can start seeing some of these comments, see if we need to answer anything. But okay, so for January we did Red Riding Hood, and this is red, and this is the wolf. And we both knit up a dire wolf shawl that is, actually it's a scarf. It's a hooded thing with ears. We did this out of our DK.
We actually did it out of our sweater, Toad.
But Helen did hers in, hi Madeline. Helen did hers in red, and I did mine in wolf. So these are available on all our different bases. Yes, the pattern is available on Ravelry. If you want to, if you can't find it, it's under Direwolf. If you can't find it, just DM us and we'll get you the pattern.
Also, if you check either Helen HG69 on Ravelry, did you put yours on?
I think so.
Okay, if you check mine, I do have a project page for it, so the link will be there in the pattern
Right.
as well. So our bases are, we have Sock Toad, which is an 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, high twist yarn,
Fingering weight.
fingering weight, and then
400 yards.
our DK is 100 grams is 100% superwash, and that's 230 yards. So it's DK light worsted, because some of the patterns, I know Andrea Mowry, when she calls for worsted, it generally translates to our DK base.
Right.
And then we have Sweater Toad, which is an Aran base, which is also 100% superwash, and that is 181 yards per 100 grams.
Right.
So
Hi, Darcy. I'm glad you made it. Okay. The red is gorgeous. Is absolutely
it's
gorgeous.
a nice deep winey red with like a pink base, so you get every so often you get some pink stitches in with the deep red. So
Thank you very much, Jean. Okay, so then February's fairy tale, we did The Princess and the Frog, the Disney version. So for those of you that have seen the Disney version, you know about Lewis. He is the alligator in the swamp, and he plays a trumpet. Since it takes place in the swamps of Louisiana, we decided to do this one based on kind of the colors of Louisiana for Mardi Gras, but also the greens are kind of like his stomach and the gold and that kind of thing. So that's Lewis and his trumpet. And then because it's Mardi Gras, we have the voodoo dolls. So there you go. So these were February's yarn. Yeah. March was, oh, wait. Okay, hold on one second. I have samples. Okay. So this is how Lewis knits up. And this is how Voodoo knits up. So you can have an idea.
yeah.
Okay, so March we did the Bremen Town Musicians. And we have a yarn for Bremen. And then a yarn for the musicians.
Hi everybody. We're kind of perusing the comments. We're missing a lot of it, but we'll go back and check.
Okay, so this is, I don't know where my,
What did you do, a hat?
I did a hat. I'm not sure where it is. Okay, so, well, right, thank you very much, Julie. This is Bremen knit up. And then I did a hat in the musicians and I can't find it. But
It's a baby hat. We may have given it to a baby.
Oh, that's right, because it came out very, very small. I forgot about that. All right, so now it's April and we're doing April's fairy tale and April's fairy
And the
tale.
big reveal was supposed to happen this weekend
Right.
at the Allentown Fiber Festival. So instead we revealed on our podcast.
Green and cream yarn behind me. It may be coming up because I have a lot of these to show.
This one?
Is that the one that you were looking at? Because that is Mr. Carrisford. And he will be coming up.
Yeah.
Okay,
And if you're talking about that cream there, don't look at that. That's not supposed to be in the picture.
Okay. That's Mr. Carrisford. Okay. All right, so here we go. April is
It's my favorite, and you guys can't have it.
Cinderella, and we
have
did,
Cinderella.
that's Cinderella again. Cream next to the green, you just, oh, that's Into the Sunset, again, coming up in a minute. Okay, so.
Okay, so we did Cinderella, which is a silver base with the blue for her dress, her ball gown, and then gold for her hair. And the silver is her glass slipper.
Right, and then.
And there's Bippity Boppity, which is a very, very light pink, just barely pink yarn with bits of gold. So,
Okay, and do you want to show yours?
yeah. So I am knitting a shawl in it right now. I'm knitting the Duna shawl by
Oh, I don't have my pattern with me. Okay.
Greta Menson. You would think I've shown it enough times I remember her name. So this is a 1-color shawl, but I have turned it into a 2-color shawl because she has very distinct sections. And this time I made sure that I was done the row.
So this is how April's yarn is going to knit up.
So I am hoping that the pink color comes through on the camera. To me, it looks like it's not. But
it really
it's
is
just-
like a
just a
excuse me,
barely
a barely
there
there
pink.
pink.
And it just knits up so beautifully. And it's a really fun shawl to knit. So
And Helen is keeping hers in our newest bag.
yes.
That do you want to show?
Oh, the pink is coming through. Okay, thank you very much, Catherine.
Okay, so these are our newest bags. These are our fairy tale bags.
These are the Allentown bags.
Yep. So this fabric is so amazing. It's got all the covers of fairy tales. And it's got Sleeping Beauty, Arabian Nights, Jack and the Beanstalk. This is our standard size zip. Okay. I have them over here, right?
Yeah, here, give me
Okay.
one.
Okay. Passing things back and forth.
So these, if you go to our website, toadhollowNJ.com, and then you go to collections, the collections tab underneath the picture, you'll see, and then just go to the knitting bags, and these will be in that section there.
Okay, so
you
that's
will
the
just see the
standard.
pattern, because when we listed it, we just had the fabric.
Right, okay, so that's the standard size wedge. This is the large wedge. This one is good for a sweater, a blanket, like 4 or 5 skein projects.
Yeah.
This is really big. And then we also have it in our drawstring. That is minus the drawstring because we haven't had time to string it yet. But that is the drawstring bag. This opens up. So it's really nice and big.
The drawstring is very deceptive.
And what you can do is you can fold it over, our drawstrings, you can fold them over and turn it into a yarn bowl and
Just knit right from the bag.
knit right from the back. The dimensions of the large one, it's about 17.5 inches wide, about 12 inches tall, and it's got a 6-inch base. Your shawl, how many skeins?
So far, I am doing just one of each. I'm going to play a little bit of chicken on the pink because I have maybe a quarter of a skein left and I still have one full section left of the pink. So hopefully 2, because it's going to depend on how far through the section I get as to whether I actually break into a second skein. If I do run out of yarn, I may just opt to go right to the border because it's going to be a big shawl just with the 2 skeins.
Right. Okay, so this is the inside of our extra large one. It has, the big bags have pockets going across the side. And then it's got a really wide bottom.
Yeah.
So this one is about 17 by 12 by 6.
And
The
this
smaller one is about 14 by
8.
8 by 5.
That's the bottom.
Okay. And then
And they have the the woven canvas handle, and we just put the fabric on top.
okay.
And the handles are all on top for these bags.
For our bags, it's gonna be a lot of up and down. These are $50. The smaller wedge are $40, and the drawstrings are $30. Okay.
What's the purple
That
on
is
top?
gonna come up in just a minute. Okay, so
Patience.
all right, our next selection is the Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a set of yarns that we dyed to go with the Princess Bride because the Princess Bride is one of our favorite movies, one of our favorite books. Also, if you haven't heard As You Wish by Carrie Elwes, listen to it on audio because so good.
Thank you very much, everybody, for saying that you like seeing the yarn behind us. We may be moving our podcasting location back in here. So we have I'm Not Really Left-Handed from the Princess Bride, Mowage, which is the pink, which gets everybody going.
Yep.
Marriage.
What brings us all together?
Have fun storming the castle. Gilder Land, which for those of you from CC's Wool, you will get that. And then ROUS for rodents of unusual size. And then we have a blue that is As You Wish, which is this one here.
This one. Okay, so this is Knitting at the Library Part 2 by iRock Knits, who is Corey Eichelberger. This is a cowl. Each section is a different lace pattern, and I did it in the Princess Bride collection.
In
so
our
you can
minis.
see all our colors, and we have a mini skein set to go with this. So this is an awesome, awesome pattern to do. Okay, so shall we do, okay, we are doing the
I have the fairy tales right here.
fairy tales at the beginning of each month. However, we also did a line of yarn that are, the cowl is the Knitting at the Library Part 2, so Part 2. Because she's got Part 1, which we're going to show you, and then Part 2 is the lace. Okay, so when we did our fairy tales, we decided that there are certain things that happen in every fairy tale that we wanted to make sure we included, like all of them start once upon a time. So this is our once upon a time yarn.
So it's purple with just little bits of gold, because if you think about the old fairy tale books, the first letters would be the gilded letters with the great
Kind of
big, huge,
illuminated. Yeah.
first letter. So that was for the gold, and then little bits of brown for the regular letters.
Okay, so that's once upon a time. And then we have every good story needs a sidekick. So these are the sidekicks. Most stories have a journey that they go on. So this is She Sailed Across the Ocean. These are all different colors of blues and greens. At the end of the story, they ride off into the sunset. So this is Into the Sunset.
So this was, somebody was asking about the cream behind Mr. Carrisford. It's actually a pale yellow.
And then it's got very, very pale pinks and purples and oranges in
So
it.
just the colors of a sunset,
And then
of course.
they lived happily ever
Yeah.
after. So we have Happily Ever After.
So this is just pink with all sorts of color speckles, because we just thought, at the end there's the confetti and the happily ever after. So
And this is Into the Sunset, or
This is,
Across the Ocean.
she sailed across the ocean. That's how that knits up.
And then this cowl is the
Autumn harvest.
Autumn Harvest by Jen.
Oh, Jen, I'm sorry. It's been such a tough morning.
Okay,
My brain shut down.
let me
about
see
the
if I
time
can
that we
find
had
it.
to walk 3 miles to the post office.
But so this is not the right one. This is Mrs. White.
Never mind.
Wait a minute.
All right, well, we'll do Mrs. White next.
Okay. All right. So what we wanted to, when we were doing our fairy tales at the beginning of the month, we wanted to do a Toad's Tale, which is a little story that we make up.
And for those of you who are new to our channel, if you go to our playlist, we have the Toad's Tales, and each Toad's Tale that we've released so far has, thank you everybody, a video to go with it, with the storyboards, and then our inspiration picture, and
We get our inspiration
yarn to go
from
with it.
illustrations that we find
Right.
on Pinterest and online. And then what we do is we dye yarn to go with it. So one of our Toad's Tales was Mrs. White's Tea Party. And it's about a lady who lives at the edge of the hollow. The hollow is in the middle of the forest, and that's where all our creatures live. And Mrs. White lives at the edge of the forest, and she holds a tea party every year at the same time as the Acorn Bowl, which is the big ball game.
Bowl
That's
kind
it's
of thing.
basically the Super Bowl. So it's for anybody who doesn't want to watch the Acorn Bowl, they get to go to Mrs. White's house for tea. And so we had a whole bunch of colors that went with that. So do you have those?
I have the fairies.
They're underneath
okay.
there. Okay, we're gonna get them. But this is Jennifer Schmidt. That's it. Yes, she has She's also doing another one for us. I know I'm not supposed to touch my face, but all of a sudden my nose is itching like crazy. She's doing another one for us that's the Once Upon a Time cowl. Is that what she's calling it?
Yeah.
She's designing that for us with our Once Upon a Time colors.
Okay, and we have like 10 minutes left, so we
Oh,
have to
okay.
keep going.
We got to keep going. Okay,
'Cause we
so
can't go over for the other people who are back on Facebook.
okay, so here are the colors that go with Mrs. White. That's the invitation. That's down here, so that's the invitation.
Again,
Okay.
on our website under collections, what's next?
The
Welcome?
toad's tails. No, in the cowl, it's the hearts for tea.
Okay,
So this is hearts for tea. Okay, then this is the invitation or the welcome all is that color right there. And then we have, I think I have that backwards, but the cronies. This is the cronies. And that is hyacinths and posies, and hyacinths and pansies. And that is what this purple yarn behind Helen is that everybody keeps going to. Okay, so that's that. All right, moving along very quickly.
next up, Harry Potter.
Okay,
So we have a Harry Potter collection.
all of these have mini skeins to go with them, so we always have
Yeah.
a mini skein kit to go with our collections.
So, and the cowls are made with the mini skein set. So
Right.
if you get a mini skein set, you have enough to make the cowls.
Yes.
Okay. Harry Potter. We have potions.
Okay. That's coming next, Liz.
Fox. The Dementor's Kiss, which is a very popular colorway,
This is a very dark blue covered by black.
which is not one of my favorite colors in the world, but you guys keep making us dye it.
And Heather, one of the people watching, Heather made a sweater out of this that is so
Gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Yes, it
that
is.
I totally understand.
Mandrake Root, which is pink and green. Mer People. And Peruvian Viper Tooth, which is just this brilliant blue. So Peruvian Viper Tooth Egg, I believe, is the full name.
Heather, before you picked Dementor's Kiss, Hyacinths and Pansies was the one that I was going to bring up and show you, but I kept forgetting to bring it to trivia. So,
Heather is our trivia buddy.
okay. All right. Do you want to do the
What was
flowers?
next?
The flower fairies?
Somebody was asking about the flowers.
Yeah. Okay. So that blue is so gorgeous, Heather. All right. So our last one,
Toast tail.
okay. Thank you very much. 5-minute warning.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, so our last toad's tail was going to be, our last toad's tail is all about the fairies that live right outside the hollow in the forest, and it was all about how they wake all the animals who are hibernating for spring, and how they wake up the flowers. So this is Coltsfoot. And if any of you were playing along with us the other day when we did a scavenger hunt through our yarn, this was the answer. But this is Bluebell, which is just very, very light purples and blues and greens. Then we have Stitchwort.
Panicking. We have 5 minutes, Mary Beth.
This is Crocuses. And then this is Wind Fairy, which I have to tell you, that one we have dyed like 3 times so far because people keep buying them.
Again, all on our website, toadhollowNJ.com. Go below the picture to collections. There's a collection for the Toad's Tails. There's a collection for the Fairy Tales. Then you can also see them all in the different weights because we have collections for Sock Toad, DK.
Right.
What's the weight of all these Luscious
Okay, so we have them in fingering weight. Everything is available in fingering weight. You can request
No.
no, not of that one, but I'm going to show you another fabric that we do have plenty of. Okay, so fingering weight for all of these. Then we have DK weight and sweater toad. That most of them are available in. If you have something that doesn't say that it's available in DK or sweater, just get in touch with us. We have a whole bunch, and set aside so that we can dye them to order.
Okay, we gotta hurry up.
Yeah. Okay, so our other fabric.
We were gonna show the crawdads, but okay. As far as the fabric for the bag is concerned, normally we would be able to get more fabric, but our fabric supplier for that particular fabric is 30 days out at the very least for shipping right now. They are putting priority towards fabrics for masks and hospital garments, so we can't say that we can make another one.
However, what we do have is this fabric.
And this one we have a ton of, so this is the same book covers, it's just that they're on a bookshelf.
Right. So instead of being spread out, they're on a bookshelf. This one we got 19 yards of. So we have tons of this. So this is another one of the listings that we have. So if you can't get the other one, the one that looks like this, if you can't get this one in the regular standard size, get it in this one, because we have plenty of this. And it's the same books, it's just spread out a little bit differently. Yeah. Okay, I do want to do quickly the bohos because of Moonstone.
Okay.
Because
we lead up to it.
We have a boho series that.
No, I meant the whole. Okay, go ahead.
So, all right. We have a boho series of yarn that we named after, like, Eleutheromania is the desire to get out and find new things. And then
we have Nomad, Lady Defiance.
Do you have Vagabond?
I don't see it.
Okay.
Wait, got it.
Got it? Okay.
Vagabond. And then we did a March Yarnness for March Madness, where you guys went through a bracket of 64 colors to pick and bring it down to one color. Hands down, Moonstone
was the winner. And it is just
jewel tones. It's looking very dark right now.
But here, this right here, that is Moonstone. And we have
these boho bags to go with them.
These are our hobo bags that we have. These are only in drawstring, but we have them in 6 different colors, and they're bandana material that we thought were perfect because you tie it up on the end of a stick and go off and join the circus, right?
Just run away from everything.
Put all your good knitting in your hobo bag.
Leave your children and husband behind and go away. Okay, guys. I think we have to go because I think we may be running into other people's time on Facebook.
Yes, we're 1:56, so we just have like 2 or 3 minutes left. Very quickly, one of our other new patterns that we have for bags are antique maps. So this is the large one. And then this is the smaller one. These are awful.
What is it under?
The boho yarn is under boho. The hobo bags are listed under the bags.
And if you go to Sock Toad in our collection, you'll see all the boho colors amongst all our other colors.
Right.
These are under yarn bags, knitting bags.
So this is one of our new ones. And then this, it's so pretty. It really is. We have that one. And then, oh, here's the drawstring. So we do have it in the drawstring as well. Okay. And then our last fabric that we have from that collection is, these are the first pages and table of contents from all different books. So there's Jane Eyre in here, Pinocchio, the Swiss Family Robinson, The Enchanted Canary. There's a whole bunch of books. So unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to get any of these made up because, you know, life. Life got in the way. So this is really, really cool. We will be making all 3 size bags in this.
But these are all available on the site. Okay, so I think my phone is about to die.
And our time is up. Right. So please go back to the Allentown Facebook page and see all the stuff that's there. If you are not a subscriber to our podcast, we podcast every day. Right now we're podcasting every day, but come see what we're doing because we are the Crafty Toads. We're always up in something.
The chaos just continues on a daily basis.
Yes.
So.
Oh, trust me. Rose, it's so nice to talk to you.
Yes.
Because you buy stuff from us and we never get to talk to you. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful afternoon.
Yes.
Go enjoy the rest of the podcasts, and we will see you guys later.
Thank you.
Bye.